Wei Yi versus...
4-3.
And you know, Ketty, you should be really proud of yourself because the idea which you had mentioned is what Wei Yi actually did. He shifted the rook up, which is what we were looking at here, right? And then he brought his bishop back.
Oh, okay.
Meanwhile...
That's what I told him yesterday when we played bullet games.
You told him, huh?
Yes. I told him, play like this. You're going to win tomorrow.
And he's doing it absolutely right there. And remember, Radjabov has actually sacrificed a pawn here. So he is a pawn down. Plus, Wei is in control.
Wow.
When did the pawn sacrifice happen? Could we go back just a little bit
Sure.
to see what happened?
He just gave up this pawn for
Okay.
some activity.
Okay.
He thought, let me just get the queen out. But I believe that it was more out of the fact that he was getting suffocated there.
Right.
Well, we see this bishop f1 and rook g2 that you predicted here,
let's
Ketty.
go.
Nice. And that rook is now aiming towards the king and has an X-ray vision.
Another pawn.
Another pawn bites the dust there. Queen comes in. Wei says, thank you so much, Temur, for an extra pawn. I think this is going Wei's way.
Yeah.
Wait.
Yeah.
Wei's way.
Wei's way.
Could we get some insight from Master Svidler?
Yeah.
That is Wei.
Wait.
As in,
Is the way.
my Mandalorian is not very convincing.
Great
Sadly.
performance by Wei Yi in this tournament, right, Peter? He's just playing amazing chess.
Yeah, if not for Prague, he would clearly be the best player of the tournament. But it's very difficult to compete with somebody who's on 7.5 out of 8 and just winning any position.
Right.
True.
This queen is absolutely killing it on the queen side.
Right.
Black
Is there a
queen.
way to stop this pawn push? G5 now looks like a serious threat.
Yeah. G5, then G6 as well, or F6 coming in. This king is not feeling so safe here anymore.
Right,
Sagar,
and where
you
the knight goes, guys.
You
This knight on
suggested
F6 is
this
tough.
H6?
This is why
it
you
still
maybe
possible?
should be very careful with the move G5, because you do give it the H5 square and then the F4 square. And F4 will be a very good square for that piece. So ideally, you only want to play G5 when that does something specific for you. You don't really want to improve the black piece so drastically, because on F4 it will actually be a very annoying piece for you to deal with.
That was very tricky. I was actually thinking, how about we just try to catch this queen and play rook to A1 right now?
Oh, you
As
want to
black
trap
just
the
played.
queen?
Yeah, I want to play rook to A4
Sneaky.
and get this bishop on A5.
Oh, I hate the fact that there's a small check. But can we cover this square somehow?
Oh, okay. That's the
Maybe.
check. That black can just... Actually, black is planning to give this check.
Oh, it'd be so nice to have a dark squared bishop right now.
You know, the only thing that black has for all the worries that he has in life is dark square control. I think that's the only compensation here for the missing 2 pawns. And Jesse, don't
Do you
take
think-
that away from
No,
Temur.
that's true. That's true. But I'm wondering if that's the difference between maybe +2 or... Because we see that the evaluation bar is not all the way up right now.
Yes, I think that's the real point here. Temur Radjabov has something going for him on the dark squares and sort of getting back into the game.
Yeah, seems like. I don't know what really happened here, but it seems like only black played in this position. He activated queen and the rook, and they were on mission to capture all white pawns and pieces.
Yeah. I think I know what Temur Radjabov's job would be if it weren't for chess.
What would it be?
He would be the Minister of Defense.
Nice.
Oh, nice.
Because I believe he also defended a really great game against, was it Vidyut Gujarati?
I agree.
And saved the draw.
By the way, a double exclamation move on the screen, but I guess the main point is that you can't take this knight because your queen is hanging. And if you were to actually take the queen, then in this position, white suddenly starts to get better because now you take with the rook, your knight is defending this pawn. This pawn looks good.
Oh, knight is just, look at this, with open hands.
Oh yeah, he's like, come here, children.
Guarding on both pawns. And you guys, the B pawn will be very dangerous in the end game.
But he goes back with the queen, and look at Wei. He's gone for another
2
exclamation.
moves in a row. This
Wow.
is too much.
Yeah, we're gonna run out of punctuation at this stage. Master Fiddler.
Is this? I mean, if you take the knight,
I'm watching this in awe because this is a very, very difficult position to figure out. And yeah, I think Timur has to take with the H pawn and then go F6.
Oh, there's a
I think this is what probably. Whoa!
got so excited.
What
So
did
the
he do?
threat is to just to take
He
and
went-
checkmate.
Oh, he went into the knight.
and it's not good for some
Oh.
reason. It's a very spectacular move, but the engine disagrees, thinks it's a bit too imaginative, I guess.
And
Oh.
queen takes the pawn is a miss wins.
Somehow, what happened? What was missed?
And now
there?
we're somehow back to equal. I think we should just watch. They're
But
playing
what if-
basically
what
on
if he had
increment.
taken the knight
Yeah, I think
think
yeah, he will
F1
play
takes.
FG.
or just
Queen
queen?
G6.
Oh my god, that's
Oh,
a
that's actually
mate.
very nice move.
Yeah, but I'm guessing the queen had a better square. I guess queen e3 was very strong, probably just trying to trade queens. Timur took on b5, and Wei Yi sacrificed a full piece there. Timur took
he
the.
has 5 seconds on the clock.
Yeah.
Jeez. Oh, Tanjangi just won her
Yeah,
game
she
and
won.
brought very
Nice.
important 4 points. And look at how closely she's looking at the game.
And Timur, by the way, finds a fantastic resource there, playing rook f4 because he knows he'll have to run with the king, but he blocks the checks along this file
Wow.
and prepares for the king to run towards the center. And somehow this is a draw. I have no idea why, and I suspect it might. Yeah, and
Oh, big blunder
What
by
happened?
Wei Yi.
This game gives me blood pressure, really. Like, what's happening here?
Yeah, very colorful game.
yeah, and now
He's
the,
attacked
and now
the
the king
queen.
will run.
Okay.
And now the king will run, and
But
I'm
how's it better
guessing
for
there's
black?
just not enough.
Piece up. Black is a piece up.
Just clear piece up, and
And
there's
he's just
no way.
winning.
What happens if check? King runs around.
King,
Yeah.
King D,
Oh.
and then he takes it back. But as long as you don't release your piece, touch move doesn't hurt you so much. You can still choose a different square.
Oh, it's not the best move here, guys, because white can handle this position and make a draw.
Maybe Wei Yi was doing fine because now
He's
the
looking for
G
checks.
pawn is all ready to queen.
But I feel
Yeah,
like
but what
maybe
happens
the
if
white-
what happens if you interpose with the bishop? This is still an unbelievably messy position. Where he goes G7, then Timur will give a check and take the rook on. But then there's queen H4 check,
Which check? Which check?
Rook F1.
Master Fiddler?
rook F1.
Rook F1.
Oh, I love that. Just
Oh, but the king will come up.
The king
Distracting.
comes up, and I think Timur thought he will take the rook and give mate.
Oh.
But once he takes the
Can he
rook,
take
white
the
has a check from H4,
Oh, check here. And then the king comes
and
up.
it's probably a perpetual, I suspect.
Perpetual.
But
Oh, it might be a draw.
yeah, it's an amazingly, and they both are playing more or less on the 10-second increment. So yeah, I don't envy either of them here. This is not.
Timur down to 5 seconds. He needs to
He has to move.
Oh
he
my
has
gosh.
to move.
Oh, he plays
did.
queen F4.
Whoa.
He plays
Is
queen
this a
A4.
blunder?
He wants to play.
he had 1 second on the
It's
clock.
a blunder.
Oh,
It's
no.
a blunder. Wei's made another queen. Wei's winning.
Yeah, and he goes back to G2. I think Timur wanted to play queen E4 check, but now queen. The,
Oh, he forgot that
the newly
king
minted
came
queen
back.
will be able to
No.
just defend everything. Or even rook G2, but queen
Rook-
G2 is also not bad.
He just forgot.
Jeez.
He just forgot that the queen could come back.
With so little
Yeah,
time on the clock.
and now white is
anything
just
possible.
a full. Well, like white has more queens on the board, which is
Just an
relevant.
extra queen.
Yeah, you can.
This-
If you want to be a boring person, you can actually trade them. And yeah, well,
He does it.
He's not a boring person, but he does
and
want.
the handshake.
Yeah.
Oh,
that is
Oh, Wei wins.
disappointing.
what a game, guys.
What
How would you
team?
describe this in one word?
Are there any words? Maybe Peter Spidler has the larger
I-
Just one
vocabulary.
I'm
word,
struggling
Peter.
for even one word here. Wei has brought so much excitement to us over the 9 rounds so far, and
Yeah.
Timur will feel aggrieved because he defended excellently well up to a certain point, was maybe even better for a very short moment, and then shouldn't have lost. But that weird moment of panic on 10 seconds cost him the entire game.